गंगार गिरिधारी श्री राधा विनोद बिहर की जाय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मरण मोहन जू की जाय। नित्यानंद विष्णु विष्णुपाल अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोसाई महाराज शिव गुरुदेव की जय। नित्यानंद विष्णु विष्णुपाल अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्यानंद विष्णु विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्यानंद विष्णु विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्यानंद विष्णु महाभगवत श्री गौर महाराज की जय। नित्यानंद विश्व शुभ सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। नित्यानंद विष्णु वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबाजी महाराज की जय। श्री रूपानुगुर्य गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भक्त रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ शारद गोसाई प्रभु की जय। श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंद आदि श्री पौर पार्षद वृंद की जय। नाम श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल ब्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जय। सर्व अविष्ट प्रदात्र गिरिराज महाराज की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जय। श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय। जय नित्यानंद विष्णु विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार श्रील गौर गोविंद गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। तदीय शुभ व्यास पूजा महामहोत्सव की जय। जय श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्रीनिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। हरे कृष्ण। धन्यवाद प्रणाम। Sarveshwari Mataji, Hari Bol. And oh, I see Raghav Pandit Prabhu is there. All glories to your Guru Maharaj. Hari Bol. And Ganga Mataji, Dhanyavad Pranams. And everybody else. So it is today's the most auspicious appearance day of Śrīla Gour Govinda Gosvāmī Mahārāja. And also Rādhāṣṭamī is coming up in just a few days from now. How many days until Rādhāṣṭamī? Is it like a week? Let's see. Yeah, exactly a week from now, on the 31st of August. So I thought we could honor Śrīla Gour Govinda Gosvāmī Mahārāja by reading his amazing Harikatha and also prepare ourselves for Rādhāṣṭamī. So this article that we're reading, you can't really fully get it just from reading the text. You have to hear it because he gets so like so intense and dramatic, and it's so much more powerful if you actually hear the audio. But anyhow, we'll just read it for now. I wonder if the audio, I have the recording of it, but I wonder if it's available. Maybe I could upload the audio and share it in our group if anybody wants to listen to it on their own. Yeah, let's just do a very quick Mangalacharan. Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahabhadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vrindayai Tulsidevai Priyayai Keshavascha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatai Namo Namah. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. And Haribol Nitai Mukeshji and Champak Mataji and all devotees watching in the future also, like who is it? Sachi Devi, Revati Didi, Jai Dev Prabhu, Manjari Didi, Krishna Rose, and everybody else. Dandavat Pranams. All right, so, and I see many devotees are there. If you write a comment, I'll see your name. Otherwise, I don't know who you are. I'm guessing Indira Mataji and Raseshwari Mataji are there. Rohini Nandan Prabhu, Vidyalala Sadidi, I don't know. I've done the pronouns. Okay, so let's begin. This is published first as a little booklet, and then we also included it in in the GVP publication called Śrī Rādhā, Our Supreme Shelter. It's in that book as well. Okay, so Rādhā-prema makes Kṛṣṇa mad. Śrīla Gour Govinda Gosvāmī Mahārāja. For the last 2 days, and this will be the 3rd day, we have been discussing the causes for the advent of Prem Purushottam Shachinandan Gauranga. There are 2 types of causes. One is external, and another is internal. I have already discussed what the external causes are. Yuga Dharma Pravartan, to establish the religion of the age, and Prem Dan, to distribute love of God. These external causes are meant for the living entities of Kali Yuga. The internal cause is for himself. This is how I would always look at it. It just makes it so much more simple, because we say there's the internal and external, and then the primary and secondary. But I like how Śrīla Gour Govinda Gosvāmī just summarized it. He just says, like, for himself and for the jivas. So for himself is internal, for the jivas is external. So what are the reasons for the jivas? To establish the Yuga Dharma and to give this Prem Dan, or give it this path of Raganuga, like that. And then the internal causes are, let's see what he says. So these external causes are meant for the living entities of Kali Yuga. The internal cause is for himself. The external cause is the need of others, whereas the internal cause is Krishna's own need. And there are 3. Śrī Rādhāya Pranaya Mahima Kidrisho Vanayaiva Svadyo Yenar Bhuta Madhurima Kidrisho Madiya Saukyam Chasya Maranubhavata Kidrisham Veti Lobhat Tad Bhavadya Samajani Shachi Karva Sindho Harindu. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila, 6th verse from the beginning. 1st chapter. Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love. The Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Shachi Devi as the moon appeared from the ocean. I was speaking on the evening of the 17th about lobh, about greed. There are three types of greed, three types of desire in Krishna. First is Śrī Rādhāya pranaya mahima kidrisham. What is Radharani's pranay? What is her love? Second is Swadyo Yenarubhuta Madhurima Kidrisho Va Madhya. What is my excellent beauty that Radharani relishes? And third is Sokyam Chasya Mar Anubhavata. What pleasure and happiness does Radharani derive while relishing my beauty? Krishna developed greed for these three desires, Trivida Vancha. Therefore, he became Gaur. This is the internal cause. I like the three keywords in the Sanskrit for this. Let's see, just to help memorize the three. One is Pranay Mahima, so the glories of the love. Then the next is Adbhuta Madhurima, the astonishing sweetness. And then the last one is Sokyam, happiness. So Pranay, 1, Pranay Mahima, 2, Adbhuta Madhurima, and 3, Sokyam. He wants to know the glories of the love of Srimati Radhika. He wants to know what is the astonishing sweetness within him that she relishes. And then he wants to see what is the happiness that she experiences upon experiencing him. What is the happiness that she experiences? Okay. We must discuss Radha Tattva. These three desires are all related to Radharani. So we must discuss Radha Tattva. Otherwise, we cannot understand it. It is a very difficult tattva. Therefore, Krishna has become greedy for it. He has developed three types of greed, or three types of desires. He tried his best to fulfill his greed in Krishna Lila, but he could not. Therefore, that greed is there in his heart, and it is a very, very intense greed, which cannot be suppressed. It must be fulfilled. What shall I do? How can I fulfill these three desires, or three types of greed? Having thought about this very deeply, Krishna finally decided, I must assume the mood and complexion of Radharani. Otherwise, I cannot fulfill these three desires. These desires are not fulfilled in Krishna Lila. These three desires are fulfilled in Gaur Lila. Therefore, Krishna has appeared as Gaur. There are two opposites. One second, let me just drink some water. Okay, so two opposites. What that love of Radha, what that love of Radha is, and how Radha's love, Rādhā-prema, is very great, greater than Krishna, we have to discuss. Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, Matta paratarang nanyat kinchid asti. There is no one superior to me. He is supreme. But here, Krishna is not supreme. So you'll find that there are two opposites. On the one hand, he is supreme, and on the other, he is not supreme. He is requesting the lotus feet of Radharani, Dehi Padapallavam Udaram. These are two opposites. This is very wonderful. The three topics in Rādhā-prema. You will find three topics in Rādhā-prema. The first is Rādhā-prema makes Kṛṣṇa mad. Rādhā-prema is so powerful that it makes Kṛṣṇa, who is almighty and all-powerful, mad. Kṛṣṇa is all-powerful, almighty, and omnipotent. Yet he becomes mad for Rādhā-prema. So Rādhā-prema is greater than he is. Number two is that the pleasure and happiness derived from relishing the mellow of that love, that Rādhā-prema, is unknown to Kṛṣṇa. It is unknown to him who is all-knowing. Therefore, Rādhā-prema is greater. The third and last point is that there is a combination of two opposites in Rādhā-prema. One after another, we will discuss these three topics. Okay, so the three topics is, even though Kṛṣṇa is all-powerful, he becomes mad. And then number two is, it is unknown to he who is all-knowing. And then the third one is that the combination of two opposites. Okay, so now let's see. The first point now is the reasons a person becomes mad. The first topic is how Rādhā-prema makes Kṛṣṇa mad. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is all-powerful, omnipotent, self-sufficient, Purna Brahma, completely full, and who has no deficiency, he becomes mad. Wonderful. Rādhā-prema makes him mad. When the question about what causes madness arises, we first analyze the possible reasons a person becomes mad. We will then analyze whether they are applicable to Kṛṣṇa or not. So what are the reasons a person becomes mad? There are three reasons. Do you know them? Are you not mad? A madman does not know that he is mad. Number one is when someone thinks about one topic or subject matter very deeply and excessively, he becomes mad. This is the first reason. Number two is that each individual has a capacity to contain a certain amount. A container has a fixed capacity. For example, the capacity of a 60-watt bulb is only 60 watts. If it exceeds 60 watts, if it is 100 watts, then it will burst. It will become mad. This is the second reason. Okay, so when one becomes excessively obsessed on a topic, then he becomes mad. Or if one exceeds its capacity, like a light bulb exceeds its capacity and bursts, that's mad. Now the third reason, if a person does not have sufficient knowledge about a subject matter or topic, or if his knowledge is covered with ignorance, he becomes mad. These are the three reasons one becomes mad. Okay, so ignorance is the third one. We will analyze one after another whether these reasons are applicable to Kṛṣṇa or not. But when we analyze them, you will find that these three reasons are not at all applicable to him. Kṛṣṇa is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is completely full, Purna Brahma. Everyone meditates on him and glorifies him. All analyze Kṛṣṇa Tattva. All inquire increasingly about him to understand him completely. Still, it is very difficult. All are absorbed in the thought of Kṛṣṇa, Jagannath, because he is the absolute truth. He is Advai Gyan Tattva, Purna Brahma. He is completely full. He is Aptakam, he is self-satisfied, and Atmaram, he who enjoys in himself. He is the source and reservoir of all mellows. He is Paramananda Sarup. He is supremely Anandamaya, supremely full of bliss. So how can he become mad upon thinking of some subject matter or topic very deeply? It is impossible. Is there anyone who can give me pleasure? Kaviraj Goswami has described the thoughts of Krishna in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, 4th chapter, verses 238 to 240. Krishna'r vichar ek achaye antare Purnananda Purnarasa Kupa Kohe More. Once, Lord Krishna considered within his heart, everyone says that I am complete bliss, full of all the rasas. Ama hoite anandita hoy tribhuvan, ama ke anand dive aiche konjan. All the world derives pleasure from me. Is there anyone who gives, sorry, all the world derives pleasure from me, but is there anyone who can give me pleasure? Ama hoite jar hoy shata shata gun, sheijan ahladite pare morman. One who has 100 times more qualities than me would give pleasure to my mind. So these are Krishna's thoughts. Krishna thinks, Purnananda Purnarasu Rup Kohe More. All say that I am supremely complete and a reservoir of all mellows. There is no incompleteness or deficiency in me. I am supremely Ananda, Paramananda, supremely Anandamoy, full of bliss. The Tribhuvan, the 3 planetary systems, become Anandamoy, blissful on account of me. Is there anyone who can give me pleasure? I give pleasure to one and all throughout the 3 planetary systems. I am Paramananda, supreme Ananda. Is there anyone who can give me pleasure? Who can give me Ananda? So, are those reasons applicable to Krishna? Those 3 reasons somebody becomes mad? Krishna is a complete reservoir of all rasas, of all mellows, not partially. The whole devotee society relishes that mellow. They are always eager to relish more and more that mellow of which Krishna is the unlimited reservoir. All the mukhya and gona, all the chief and secondary mellows exists within Krishna. Krishna is the only object of meditation and love. There is no other object. Therefore, to relish that mellow, the devotees become mad after Krishna. He is Rasaraj. He is the king of all transcendental mellows. So how will it be possible for Rasaraj to think very deeply on some topic or subject matter other than himself? All are thinking of Krishna and becoming mad because he is Rasaraj. He is completely full and has no deficiency at all. If there was some deficiency, then he would be thinking about that. So what will he think of? What subject matter? What topic? Thus, the first reason a person becomes mad is not applicable to him. The second reason is in regard to capacity. If a person's capacity is exceeded, then he becomes mad. Since Krishna is the supreme and unlimited, Ananta, how can something possibly be greater than he is? So how can the second reason be applicable to him? It is not possible at all. The third reason is ignorance. In regard to Krishna, there is no question of ignorance at all. Maya creates ignorance. He is Mayadish. He is the master of Maya. So he cannot be affected by Maya. How will he be put into ignorance? He is the source of all knowledge. He is Satchid Anandamoy. Chit means Jnanamoy, full of knowledge, unlimitedly, supremely. How will he be covered with so much ignorance that he becomes mad? It is not possible. He is Mayadish, not Mayavash. He is not covered by illusion. The jiva is Mayavash, because the jiva is Anu, minute. Krishna is Vipul, he is great. It is possible for a jiva to be covered over with ignorance and come under the grip of Maya, but Krishna will never come under the grip of the illusory energy. So how will he become covered over with ignorance? It is not possible at all. Rādhā-prema is my guru. Thus, the three reasons for becoming mad are not applicable to Kṛṣṇa. Still, he becomes mad. This is very wonderful. So what is it that makes Kṛṣṇa mad? It is Rādhā-prema that makes Kṛṣṇa mad. That Rādhā-prema is incomparable. It cannot be compared to any prema. No other prema to compare with. Śrīla Gour Gosvāmī has written Kṛṣṇa's own statements in Śrī Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 4:121 to 124. Kṛṣṇa ko he ami hoy, raser nidan. Kṛṣṇa says, I am the primary cause of all rasas. Purnananda moy ami chinmoy purna tattva, Rādhā-prema ama korai unmatta. I am the full supreme truth and am made of full joy. But the love of Srimati Radharani drives me mad. Na jani Rādhā-prema ache koto bol, je bole amare kore sarvada vivol. I do not know the strength of Radha's love with which she always overwhelms me. Rādhā-prema guru ami shishyanat, sada amanana nrite nachai udbhatta. The love of Radhika is my teacher, and I am her dancing pupil. Her prema makes me dance various novel dances. I am Purnanandamoy, I am full of bliss, supremely Anandamoy, Purna Tattva, the supreme truth, and Chinmoy, transcendental. I am the reservoir of all mellows, of all ras, raser. But Rādhā-prema makes me mad. I do not know what strength there is in Rādhā-prema. Although I am all-knowing, this I do not know. Kṛṣṇa says, I do not know, because he is mad. A mad fellow does not know what he is doing. He is all-knowing, but he says, I do not know what power there is in Rādhā-prema that makes me mad. So he doesn't know. Je bole amare kore sarvada vivala, Rādhā-prema guru ami shishyanat. So Rādhā-prema is my guru. I am its disciple. The one who is supreme is the disciple. He is the subordinate. He is surrendered to the guru. That Kṛṣṇa is surrendered to the guru. All surrender unto Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa has said, surrender unto me. He is Sharan Vatsal. He is affectionate to those who have taken shelter of him. All take shelter at his lotus feet. Now that Kṛṣṇa begs at the lotus feet of Radharani. All take shelter at Kṛṣṇa's lotus feet, but that Kṛṣṇa takes shelter, he begs for the lotus feet of Radharani. He says, Dehi pada pallava mudaram. Oh Radharani, please give me your lotus feet. Rādhā-prema becomes the guru, and Kṛṣṇa becomes the disciple. Sada ama nana nrite nachai udvat. A guru can make his disciple go up and down, up and down. And in the same way, Rādhā-prema makes me go up and down and up and down. I am dancing. Is it true that Kṛṣṇa becomes mad? So is it true that Kṛṣṇa becomes mad? Is it a fact, or is it an allegory or some concoction? It is true. It is true that he is mad. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, an Acharya in our line, has written, what's the meter for this? Sarva Shakti Sarva Sukha Paripurnam Satya Swarupa Nitya Jnanadi Mayopyam Kadachit Jarati Vaya Radha Prangana Dvitiya Tishtami Kadachit Radha Sangha Shukashaya Sada Gamana Pantanu Pashyami Kadachit Tarartam satyaveshi bhavami kadachit latayam tarbhranti bhavami ityadikam tat premeva karavitihi. That's not a verse. It shouldn't be scented like that. It's prose. Anyways, doesn't matter. These are Krishna's statements. Krishna thinks and Krishna says, I am omnipotent. He is Sarva Shaktiman. He is the source of all potencies. It's like I'm just standing up because I woke up extra early this morning. I'm studying for sleepy. So he is Sarva Shaktiman. He is the source of all potencies, possessor of all potencies. He is completely full of all pleasure and happiness. There is nothing lacking. There is no deficiency. He is completely Jnanamoy. He is full of knowledge. Still, I become mad after Rādhā-prema. Becoming mad after Rādhā-prema, I do not know what I do. Because a madman, I do not know what I do. Because a madman does not know what he is doing. Is this not madness? Sometimes Krishna spends the whole night behind a berry tree in the courtyard of Radharani's mother-in-law and father-in-law's residence. Krishna is always afraid of Jatila, Radharani's mother-in-law, and therefore he spends the whole night behind that berry tree. He does not come out in fear of Jatila. So is this not madness? Sometimes he sits on a path where Radharani comes and goes, waiting for a long time and hoping, Radharani will come, Radharani will come. So is that not madness? Sometimes to get a touch of Radharani's body, he disguises himself as the wife of a barber at Napatini. Yogeshwar, Krishna disguises himself. He puts on a sari and pretends to be the wife of a barber. He goes there and says, Radharani, I have brought very nice alta. I have brought first-class alta, especially for you, Radharani. Please come, give me your feet. I will put it on them, and it will look so nice. So, is it not madness? Then sometimes he also goes to Radharani's doorstep, disguised as a beggar woman, begging alms. Says, please, Radharani, come out and give me some alms. Is it not madness? Sometimes he disguises himself as the wife of a gardener who makes garlands. Radharani, I have brought very nice garlands with varieties of scented flowers for you. Please come. I'll put some garlands around your neck. Is it not madness? Sometimes he disguises himself as the wife of a washerman, goes to Radharani's doorstep and says, Radharani, please give me your garments. I will wash them so nicely that they will become more blazing than sunlight. Please give me your garments. I will wash them very nicely. Is it not madness? Sometimes he disguises himself as the wife of someone who makes sandalwood paste, gandhini. Taking some very nicely scented sandalwood paste, he says, Radharani, I have brought this nice scented sandalwood. Please come. I will decorate you by putting some nice scented sandalwood paste on your forehead. Please come. So, is it not madness? Because Radharani's bodily hue is like molten gold, he sometimes embraces a golden creeper, thinking that it is Radharani, and cries, is it not madness? These are all the symptoms of madness. It is Rādhā-prema that has made him mad. Sometimes he takes some dust from the path that Radharani has trodden upon, and he smears it all over his body. Is it not madness? Is he not a madman? Sometimes when Radharani is taking bath upstream in the Yamuna, at the same time, he takes bath downstream because the kumkum and flowers from Radharani's braid float downstream and touch Krishna's body. Is it not madness? A madman is always fickle, running hither and thither, sometimes becoming so mad, Krishna runs hither and thither, crying for Radha. Kotai go premamai, Radhe Radhe. राधे राधे गो जय राधे राधे দেখা দিয়ে প্রাণ রাখো রাধে রাধে তোমার কাঙ্গাল তোমায় ডাকে রাধে রাধে running hither and thither and calling oh radhe oh radhe oh radhe please give me darshan otherwise my life will get out of me I will die দেখা দিয়ে প্রাণ রাখো রাধে রাধে তোমার কাঙ্গাল তোমায় ডাকে রাধে রাধে I am Kangal. I am a beggar begging for you. Radhe, Radhe, my life will leave me. Please come, give me your darshan. Radhe, Radhe. একবার ডাকে কেশি ঘাটে আবার ডাকে বংশী বাটে রাধে রাধে গো জয় রাধে রাধে কোথায় গো প্রেমাময় রাধে রাধে sometimes he calls her at Keshivat Radhe Radhe where are you then immediately he runs to Bangshivat and calls Radhe Radhe are you here একবার ডাকে নিধুবানে আবার ডাকে কুঞ্জবানে রাধে রাধে গো জয় রাধে রাধে কোথায় গো প্রেমাময় রাধে 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 গো জয় রাধে রাধে then that mad Krishna runs to Nidhuvan and calls Radhe Radhe where are you here no. Then he swiftly runs to Kunjavan, and there he calls, Radhe, Radhe, Kotai, where are you, oh Radharani? Please give me darshan, otherwise my life will leave me. Is he not a madman? একবার ডাকে রাধা কুণ্ডে আবার ডাকে শ্যাম কুণ্ডে রাধে রাধে গো জয় রাধে রাধে কোথায় গো প্রেমাময় রাধে 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 গো jai radhe radhe then he runs to Radha Kund and there he calls Radhe Radhe where are you no Radha is there then he quickly runs to Shamakund and calls Radhe Radhe Kotai where are you no Radha if you hear you see how it's written here if you hear the recording it's completely booming like yeah you have to hear the no Radha একবার ডাকে কুসুম বানে আবার ডাকে গোবর্ধনে রাধে রাধে গো জয় রাধে রাধে কোথায় গো প্রেমাময় রাধে রাধে তোমার কাঙ্গাল তোমায় ডাকে রাধে রাধে দেখা দিয়ে প্রাণ রাখো রাধে 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 go jai radhe radhe then swiftly he runs to Kusuman and calls Radhe Radhe where are you then he runs to Govardhan and calls Radhe Radhe where are you no Radha একবার ডাকে তাল বানে আবার ডাকে তমাল বানে রাধে রাধে গো জয় রাধে রাধে কোথায় গো প্রেমায় রাধে রাধে then he runs to Talban and calls Radhe Radhe kotai where are you no Radha then he runs to Tamalvan and he calls there Radhe Radhe kotai where are you tomar kangal tomay dake your beggar calls you please give me your darshan and let me sorry please give me your darshan and let me live or my life will leave me is he not a madman মালিন বাসন দিয়ে গায় ব্রজের ধুলায় গড়া করি যায় রাধে রাধে গো জয় রাধে রাধে calling Radhe Radhe and becoming mad he rolls in the dust of Rajbhumi for Radharani he rolls his whole body is dusty all his garments are dusty is he not a madman মুখে রাধা রাধা বলে ভাসে নয়নের জলে রাধে রাধে গো জয় রাধে রাধে uttering the name of Radha he sheds tears like torrential rain is he not a madman বৃন্দাবনে কুলি কুলি কেঁদে কেঁদে বেড়ায় রাধা বলি রাধে রাধে গো জয় রাধে রাধে wandering throughout the jungle of Vrindavan crying and uttering the names of Radhe 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 dekha diye prana rakho oh sorry dekha diya Radhe rakho pran boliya kanda ye kanane kaan That's from Shatakoti Gopi, verse 4. O Radharani, please give me your darshan and make me alive. Otherwise, I will die. My life will leave me. In this way, Krishna wanders throughout the whole jungle of Vrindavan, crying, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. बोले तो हो बीना कहाँ रास तू लगी मोरा बारा चबा ऐसा तू लगी मोरा बारा चबा Oh Radharani, only for you I am residing here in Vrajbhumi. Otherwise, why shall I reside here? Tuhu bina kahar ras. Without you, how can I dance the rasa dance? It is only for you, Radharani. All this will be useless if you do not give me your darshan. So he is a madman. Rādhā-prema is such prema, it makes Kṛṣṇa mad. Thus, Rādhā-prema is Guru. Kṛṣṇa is a disciple. And Rādhā-prema makes Kṛṣṇa dance. According to the tune of Radharani, Kṛṣṇa dances. The greed to relish ashraya ras. The second topic is that by relishing Rādhā-prema, he who is Paramananda, supreme bliss, gets more ananda, 100 times, 1,000 times more ananda. So Rādhā-prema is so ananda prada, it is so pleasure-giving. Right? And wasn't the second reason someone becomes mad is if they exceed their limit. Or their capacity, I mean. Let's see. Neja prema swade mor hoy je ahlada taha hoite koti gun. Rādhā-prema swada. That's from the 4th chapter of Adi Lila, verse 126. Because Krishna is Rasaraj, the reservoir of all mellows, all are relishing a particular mellow and getting pleasure and happiness. But now Krishna wants to relish Rādhā-prema. He who is Paramananda, who is supreme bliss, he is saying, the relish of Rādhā-prema is crores, is millions of times greater than the relish of my mellow. Vishaya jatiya sukh amar aswad. Ama hoite kotigun ashrayar ahlad. That's, is that next verse? Okay, the previous verse is 126 and now this is 133. I tasted bliss to which the object of love is entitled. But the pleasure of Radha, the abode of that love, is 10 million times greater. Krishna is the object of love. He is Vishaya Jatiya. He's the Vishaya Vigraha, Rasir Vishaya, the object of Ras. And Radha is the abode of Ras. She is Rasir Ashray. So, as Vishaya Jatiya, Krishna only relishes Vishaya Ras. He cannot relish Ashraya Ras. How can he get relish from Ashraya Ras? He is not Ashray. Therefore, this greed is there. How will I become Ashray? Vishay becomes Ashray. That means Bhakta. He is Gaur. Bhakta Bhav Angikari. He accepts the concept of being a devotee. Apane Kurimu Bhakta Bhava Angikare. Apane Achari Bhakti. Shikaimu Sabare. That's from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila 320. He thought, I myself will go as a bhakta, act like a bhakta, and teach bhakti. Therefore, he became Gauranga, and his mood is in the mood of a bhakta. The mood and complexion of Radharani, the crest jewel of the Ashraya category. All devotees are Ashraya Jatiya. They are in the category of Ashraya. They are abodes of affection for the object of affection. Only Krishna is in the category of Vishaya. He is only the object of affection. So that greed develops in Krishna. I am Vishaya.
How can I become ashraya jatiya? How can I relish it? Impossible. That greed is there. Therefore, he accepted the mood and complexion of Radharani, because Radharani is the crest jewel of the ashraya category. Ashraya jatiya sukha paite manadhai, jatne ashwadite nari, hi kori upay, kabu jari e premar hoye ashray, tabe e premanandir anubhava hoy. Eto chinti rahe Krishna parama kautuki, hridaye badaye prem loba dhak dhaki. So this is also fourth chapter, verses 134 to 136. My mind races to taste the pleasure experienced by the abode, but I cannot taste it, even by my best efforts. How may I taste it? If sometime I can become the abode of that love, only then may I taste its joy. Thinking in this way, Krishna was curious to taste that love. His eager desire for that love increasingly blazed in his heart. The use of these words is very, very appropriate. I do not know if you can relish it unless you know this language. My Guru Maharaj said, in order to understand this and relish this Amrita, this Chaitanya Charitamrita, this nectar of Chaitanya Charita, all should learn Bengali. Okay, so Śrīla Gour Govinda Gosvāmī is quoting Śrīla Prabhupada saying that all should learn Bengali so that they can relish the Amrita of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishna becomes Ashraya. He's going to give an example now why everybody should learn Bengali. Tabe e premanandir anubhava hoy, kabu jadi e prenad hoye ashray. Krishna thinks, if I become the ashray of this Rādhā-prema, then I can relish it. Otherwise, there is no possibility. Eto chinti rahe Krishna paramakotuki. With such a very deep intensity, Krishna was thinking. Hriday parai prem lob dhak dhaki. The word lob is here. The word lob here is greed for Rādhā-prema. Very intense greed, which cannot be suppressed. In the heart, there's a throbbing, dhak, 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 dhak. Right? That's the sound of the heart. Dhak, 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 or dhak, dhak. Or while preparing sweet rice, you'll notice that when it becomes very thick, it makes the sound, right? When it's very thick here, it goes tuk, 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 tuk. So prem lob dhak dhaki, very intense greed, dhak 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 dhak. Such a word is used here. You cannot relish it if you do not learn Bengali. So the Kaviraj Goswami has written it like that. Then Krishna becomes Gaur to relish that Ashraya Jatiya Sukh, Ananda. Yeah, Bengali is a very, what is the word? Onomatopoeia? It's it's based off of real sounds. Like a lot of words are based off of real sounds. So you get, yeah. I think it's called onomatopoeia. Okay, so Rādhā-prema. Isn't that such a beautiful explanation though? So you can't actually understand, just in the translation, you don't get that whole sense of dhak dhaki, which is like the throbbing of a heart, dhak 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 dhak, or the tear condensing and starting to bubble, like, you know, making that blood flow. But you don't get that sense just in an English translation. Okay, so Rādhā-prema, the combination of two opposites. Okay, so now the third topic was ignorance, right? So then the third topic is the simultaneous, sorry. The third topic is the simultaneous combination of two opposites in Rādhā-prema. Yeah, okay. So I got confused because he divided the second thing about going mad, he divided that into three things. But actually, Yeah, there's 3 topics in this. Okay, so the third topic is a simultaneous combination of 2 opposites in Rādhā-prema. How is that? You will have to read Ujjvala Nilamani, where Śrīla Rupa Goswāmī has mentioned this. In Ujjvala Nilamani, it is stated that Kṛṣṇa is Ananta, Asima, he is unlimited. Kṛṣṇa says, Rādhā-prema is Guru. Kṛṣṇa is the disciple. Guru means being greater than the disciple. So when Rādhā-prema becomes Guru, then it is also Ananta, it is unlimited. Is there any limits to it? No. It is Ananta, Asima, unlimited. That which is unlimited, can it expand? Can it increase? If it has no limit, how will it increase? If there is some limit, then it will increase to that limit. But if something is unlimited, where is the question of it increasing? However, Rādhā-prema increases at every moment. So it not only simultaneously, so does it not simultaneously have 2 opposites? Nitya Vardhanshil, at every moment it increases. Newer, 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 newer. Sri Rupapad has mentioned this in Ujjvala Nilamani. The 2 embankments, union and separation. When there is a flow of pastimes, lila pravaha, it is like the flow of a river. The river has 2 embankments, a right embankment and a left embankment. Radha and Krishna's conjugal transcendental pastimes are like the flow of a river, lila pravaha, with 2 embankments. One embankment is milan, union, and the other embankment is viraha, separation. The viraha, separation, nourishes the pleasure of combination. It is a question of nourishment. Therefore, both these 2 are required. Otherwise, there is no relish. There's no nourishment. One gets pleasure in union, and at the same time, intense pain in separation. So pleasure and pain are simultaneously present, 2 opposites. It is going on from time immemorial. Jagadguru Kṛṣṇa worships Rādhā-pada. Śrī Rupa Gosvāmī Pad mentions in Ujjvala Nilamani, says, Vibhur api kalayan sadabhivriddhim. Vibhur api kalayan sadabhivriddhim. Gurur api gaurava charyaya vihina. Muhur upachita vakrimapi shuddho jayati muradvishi radhikanuraga. Sorry, I didn't say that was right. But anyway, that's from the Dan Keli Komudi, number 2, quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, in that 4th chapter. All glories to Radha's love for Krishna, the enemy of the demon Mura. Although it is all-pervading, it tends to increase at every moment. Although it is important, it is devoid of pride. And although it is pure, it is always beset with duplicity. Vibhurapi kalayan sada bivriddhim. Rādhā-prema is Vibhu. Vibhu means great, Lord, because it is Guru, it is important. At every moment, it is increasing, it is Vardhanshil, Guru. Although it is Guru, although it is important, still it is without Gaurav, it is without pride, without Gurutva, a feeling of importance. All should read the language. Sweet, sweetness. There's adjective, then noun. I will teach you grammar and language. So there's Guru and Gurutva. Guru is the adjective, and Gurutva is the noun. In the English language, it is guruship. Although important, it is without guruship, it is without pride. So it has 2 opposites. Very interesting, huh? It is unlimited. So it is guru, but without gurutva. It is unlimited, but it is still increasing. 2 opposites. Do you follow? Rādhā-prema is pure. completely pure, Vishuddha Sunirmal. But it is never straight. It is always crooked. It is very, very crystal clear, pure and straight. There's no duplicity, no crookedness. Rādhā-prema is very clear, Vishuddha, completely clear without contamination. Still, its movement is crooked. Vakragati, not straight. It is two opposites. We say, Kṛṣṇa Vande Jagat Guru. Kṛṣṇa is a spiritual master of the whole universe. We all worship his lotus feet because he is the guru of the whole universe. But that Jagat Guru Kṛṣṇa worships Radha Pada, the lotus feet of Radharani. So there are two opposites, Radhikar Prem Guru, Ami Shishyanat. So if you go up in this line of guruship, then the topmost is Rādhā-prema, not Kṛṣṇa. It is said, Jaha Voy Guru Vastu Nahi Sunishchita, that Rādhā-prema makes Kṛṣṇa a disciple and makes him dance, makes him mad. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 4:129. This is Rādhā-prema. We're almost at the end now. I see it's 8 o'clock. I think we have like probably 5 minutes worth of reading left. Maybe 6, 7 minutes. I am devoid of the invaluable asset. Radha has such prem. But still, what does Radharani say? Radharani thinks herself Hatta Bhagini Din. Hatta Bhagini Din. So here's a verse. Dure Shuddha Prem Gandha Kapata Premer Bandha She Homor Nahi Krishna Bahai. That's from the Madhya Lila 246. Or actually, I just 2 days ago I added a song from that same section in Madhya Lila chapter 2. Just before this, actually, we added a song. So Radharani says, I have no love for Krishna. I am far, far away from it. Nahi Krishna prema dhan daridra mor jivan dehendriya vrita mor sa. Verse 40. Radharani says, I do not have that Krishna prem dhan, the invaluable asset of Krishna prem. I am devoid of that asset. Therefore, I am poor. It is useless for my body to survive because I have no Krishna prema. She talks like that. Is it not two opposites? A mixture of poison and nectar. Then in Rādhā-prema, you will find the mixture of poison and nectar. Vishamrite ekatra milar. Poison and nectar are present at the same time. This is wonderful. How can it be at the same time that nectar and poison are mixed together? We cannot conceive of it, because nectar is very sweet, the sweetest, and poison is most bitter. So at the same time, two things are there, both sweet and bitter. In union, it is sweet, and in separation, it is bitter. So two opposites are there in Rādhā-prema. Try to understand me. It is very deep philosophy, not an easy affair. That separation is very painful, tivra bhedan. Therefore, we say that there's a mixture of two things, nectar and poison in Rādhā-prema. Bahe vishvajwala hoy, bhitare anandamoy, Krishna premar adbhuta charita. Same chapter in Madhya Lila 2, verse 50. Externally there appeared severe tribulation, as if he were suffering from poisonous effects, but internally he was experiencing bliss. This is characteristic of transcendental love of Krishna. Externally, when there is separation, the whole body burns. When a poisonous snake bites you, you will notice how your body will burn. In transcendental relationships, a similar burning is externally present because of separation, but inside there is extreme pleasure. There are two opposites. E prema ashvadan tapta ikshu charvan mukhajwale na jai tyajan. She prema jar mane tar vikram she jane Vishamrite ekatra milan. Vishamrite ekatra milan. It's the next verse, verse 51. Relishing this prem is like chewing very hot sugarcane. It is very sweet, yet the mouth is burning. You are chewing, but you do not want to take it out. These are the two opposites. Tapta ikshu charvan, chewing hot sugarcane. This is Rādhā-prema, Kṛṣṇa prema, Rādhā-prema. One who knows this, who understands what it is, he knows. Otherwise, you cannot know what it is. One who has tasted sugar candy, he knows how sweet it is. If you have not tasted it, then how can you know it? If I say, oh, sugar candy is very sweet, you'll say, how sweet? What shall I say? You'll have to taste it, and then you can realize how sweet it is. Similarly, one who has tasted, who has relished this prem, only he knows what it is. Otherwise, how can you know? Can you? No. Vikram Shejane. Then in Vidagdha Madhav 218, Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī mentions in Purnamasi Vakya, the statement of Purnamasi. What's the meter for this? Pira Navakala Kutata Parvasya Nirvasano Nisyandena Mudam Sudha Madhurima Ankara Sankochana Prema Sundari Nandana Paro Jagarti Asyantare Gyayante Sputamasya Vakra Maduras Tenaiva Vikrantaya. Purnamasi says to Radharani, hey Sundari, O lotus-faced one, O lotus-faced one, extremely beautiful Radharani, that prem, that love you have developed for that Nandanandan Krishna is not straight. Krishna is crooked in three places. He is not a straight person. He is a very crooked person. Why have you developed love for him, Radharani? That prem works in two ways. Have you seen a saw? It cuts both ways. So Purnamasi says, it works in two ways. What are those two ways? Those two ways are vipralamba and sambhog, union and separation. Two types of activity. When it is vipralamba, when it is separation, then its poison is more dreadful than the most dreadful poison of a poisonous snake. How is there a union of nectar and poison? In Vidagdha Madhav, Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī states that if you take poison, you cannot taste it because it is so bitter. But this prem is even bitterer than that. It gives so much pain in the heart, the most acute, intolerable pain. In Vipralamba Bhav, Viraha Dasha, and separation, it acts like poison. But in Sambhog Dasha and union, it is much sweeter than nectar. So it is a combination of nectar and poison. Then Purnamasi says, O Radharani, why have you developed love for that crooked person Krishna, who is crooked in three places? This prem is much bitterer than dreadful liquid poison, but at the same time, it is much sweeter than nectar. Two opposites. The mystery is here. It is not an intoxicant, but it makes one become intoxicated. When someone becomes intoxicated, he becomes mad. Marijuana, or LSD, is a very dreadful poison that has made the hippies go mad. They were rolling around naked, mad. How there are two opposites is described in Vidagdha Madhav. This prem you have developed is not fire, but it burns. Is it not an opposite? It is not a weapon, but it pierces the heart. It is not water, but it inundates everything. When there is a heavy downpour, a high flood has come, and the whole land has become inundated, then you will not be able to find your way. So when there is such prem, which is not water, still it inundates everything. The gopis and Radharani become mad and kick all Vedic etiquette. It is like an inundation. It washes away everything. It is not poison, but it acts like poison. This is prem. So this is an excerpt from a lecture given in Bhubaneswar on 19th March 1992, published in a booklet, Rādhā-prema Makes Kṛṣṇa Mad. Quite, yeah, what to say about that? That's just, yeah, such a, yeah, no words, such an amazing article. So that's our program for today. It is 8:10 and I need to go. We're going to have a program here in Gopinath Bhavan for Śrīla Gour Govinda Gosvāmī soon. So I need to do some things before that. So we'll end here and thank you for staying with me till the end. I'll just do a quick Mahamantra and then we'll finish. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai, Jai Shri Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Shri Param Gurudev Ki Jai, Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai, Shri Rupanu Korya Guru Varga Ki Jai, Swapasha Jigor Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Rādhā-Krishna Gopa Gopi Gan Ki Jai, Shri Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrindadevi Ki Jai, Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Jai Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Shrimad Śrīla Gour Govinda Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai. So dear Shubha, Vyas Puja Titi, Vyas Puja Ki Jai, Jai Shri Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Vrindai Tulsi Devai, Priyai Keshavashachan, Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi, Satyavataya Namo Namaha, Vancha Kalpatarubhyashta, Kripa Sindhubhyai Vacha, Satitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams, sorry, Nrihari, it's just a habit for me to say Nrihari Prabhu every time, but he's right now on the plane. He's going to be arriving here, I think today, actually, in India, in here in Gopinath Bhavan. But Dandavat pranams, Nitai Mukeshji, Sarveshwari Mataji, Champak Mataji, and everybody else. Let's see who's there. Raghav Pandit Prabhu, Dandavat pranams. Really glad that you could join us. I feel blessed. Join us on your Guru Maharaj's Vyas Puja. And Ganga Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Vidyalalasa Didi, Patita Pavani Didi, and all the other devotees. There are 10 devotees watching on YouTube and Facebook. So pranams to all of you, whoever you are. If you write a comment, I'll see your name. Also pranams to all devotees watching in the future, like Shachi Devi, Jayade Prabhu, Revati Didi, Krishna Rose, Manjari Didi, and everybody else. Haribol, thank you so much for joining. And I'll see you all tomorrow for, I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. Maybe we could read more. Like we read Śrīla Gour Govinda Gosvāmī Mahārāja's Hari Katha. But it'd be nice to also read something about him, like his glories. So maybe we can read a little bit about Śrīla. There are some beautiful biographies about Śrīla Gour Govinda Gosvāmī Mahārāja. Maybe we could read some of that. I don't know. We'll see. But, is there anything anybody wants to mention before we end the program for today? Okay, so see you all